So this is me in the Mayan Riviera in Mexico. When I made the Wheel of Life program for MindStore Online, I had the full intention of placing it up a few weeks ago. However, I decided to take an impromptu holiday, and we found ourselves over here thinking we would do a little bit of work and get it up on the internet. And actually that wasn't to be the case because the internet connection could be better here. So I just accepted it. It was kind of frustrating, but you know, there must have been a good reason, as always with MindStore. And then I found myself a few days ago having the opportunity to participate in what's called a Temazcal here, which is a sweat lodge experience all about kind of rebirthing and forgiveness and all the usual stuff. And it was done with an ancient family. This is apparently very special, blessed and sacred ground, and the shaman was one of a long line of shamans whose family take responsibility for the ground here and the ceremony. So it was very, very special. And this here, as I come round to it, is where the Temazcal is. You can see it's obviously a modern structure that they've upgraded. You can perhaps see the pit in there where the stones, the heated stones would go, and the benches around which 12 of us sat along with the shaman. If we come round here, you'll see that there is the fire, and where the stones are heated in here, and it's all very, very special. However, before we started the process, what was an interesting coincidence was we were brought to this location here, and in this spot here we carried out an ancient ceremony recognising the 4 points of the compass. And that's really quite an interesting coincidence, because rather than use the classic Wheel of Life, I decided to use that idea of the ancient notion of space and the landscape. And as you'll see when you download and work through the Wheel of Life, it's actually a compass. We're using 8 points rather than 4. However, it's very, very powerful, and it's almost like we use stones too. We lay the stones at each of the points. It's almost like laying the foundation stones for those who've never done MindStore before, for building their house with the red roof in due course through this online process, which is quite exciting. But the interesting coincidence for me was that this is what happened. So when we started, we all turned, if you can imagine, we faced in this direction, and this in fact is north, and he did an incantation, a prayer. We then turned to face the south, and he did the same thing again, particular incantation and prayer for the south. We then turned to the east, and he did the same thing there, and finally, as you would imagine, to the west. And the ceremony then led us into the process of going through the sweat lodge, and the sweat lodge was just absolutely amazing. It was very good, of course, being a MindStore member. Very quickly we were able to go into a deep meditation and really enjoy the experience. It was just fantastic. Sense of rebirthing, sense of going back to experiences when I was a child. In fact, experiences of, to be honest, birthing, some interesting awareness about my mother, which I never experienced before, interesting awareness about myself, about my relationship with myself. It was really actually quite profound. And as some of you will know, this is also corresponding with, as you can see here, there's a bit of a lagoon here, and not this particular lagoon, but near where our room is in this beautiful resort, where our sort of villa thing is. You know, we've come across crocodiles, and the whole crocodile thing in terms of the ancient cultures and what they mean, for example, for the Mayan culture, has been very, very powerful for me, and really considering for the last time ever in the next few months teaching MindStore, or the best of MindStore live for the last time live. And that's going to be interesting. But I've got other things I want to do, of course, but the thing is that letting that go as a live experience is going to be a very big moment for me. But the funny thing is, on the online process, there's so much more we can do. On an ordinary MindStore course, we might spend 20 minutes, 25 minutes max on the Wheel of Life idea. On that program that you can download and work with, it's almost a day of work, because not only is there 4.5 hours of material to listen to, there's actually all the work that goes on with the journaling after it, the deep questions, the going back to it again and again. And that's actually what I'm quite excited about, One spec beyond the foundation of this, which is great for beginners to MindStore and absolutely amazing for repeaters, is that when we get into the full House of the Red Roof course and do it online, there is so much more I can do with each part of it, and I'm really quite excited about that. So one door kind of closes, a new door opens kind of thing. I don't see me not doing live courses again, but it just won't be that particular program, so that's in a sense quite exciting. Anyway, so this is the spot. This is where all of this kind of thinking has come to the fore, to surrender into the idea of letting that part of my life come to an end and move into a new process, which again was symbolised by the rebirthing that happened in this building, in this sacred ground. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy the programme. I'm sure you will, and I look forward to hearing what you've got to say about it. Perhaps if you do that on the Facebook page, that would be good, you know, or just send me emails and we can get engaged with one another. So this building here, if you're interested, was where we changed and got ready for the processing, where we kind of came out of it and did our own processing and sat in those benches over there and had some cold green tea and that kind of thing. Anyway, thanks now. Hope you enjoyed that little visit to the Mayan Riviera of Mexico. There you go. Bye now.